Shh, you're safe now. Right here, in this quiet. Let the noise of the day fall away. Let your eyelids soften, your breath slow, your thoughts settle like dust on an empty windowsill. You're not in a rush anymore. You're not being asked for anything. You're just here, listening, breathing, floating. Tonight, I'll take you somewhere. It's not where you'd expect, but it's where peace can still be found. Our story begins beneath a sky thick with gunpowder and grief. The earth is damp, the trench is narrow, and the air smells of old metal, burnt canvas, and something else. Smoke, yes, but also silence. That particular kind of silence that follows after thunder. A soldier crouches low, wrapped in a woolen coat with frayed sleeves, mud on his boots, and memories in his eyes. He doesn't move much, only enough to breathe, and in his hands he holds a tin mug. It's empty, but not for long. His name is Elliot, though no one says it anymore. Out here in the dead zones, you stop being called by name. You become a shape, a shadow, another tired pair of boots. But Elliot, he remembers. He remembers warm hands pouring tea into a chipped white cup. He remembers the rustle of morning papers, the scent of marmalade, the soft echo of footsteps in the hallway above. It's funny what your mind brings back when the world is falling apart. He reaches into the lining of his coat, a small pocket stitched by hand. A letter rests there, a button, a twist of paper. Inside that paper, tea leaves, old, crushed, stolen from a kitchen long since burned. Still, they smell like home. He opens the paper slowly, carefully, as though it might vanish if handled too quickly, and he breathes them in. From another pocket, a tiny vial filled with sweetened condensed milk. It was meant for two. Now it will be for one. Maybe that's how you heal in wartime, one cup of tea at a time. He lights a small flame beneath a battered kettle. The flame flickers orange against the trench wall. Not strong enough to fight the dark, but enough to carve out a little pocket of warmth. The water inside is gathered from melted frost, filtered through cloth. Every drop is earned. It begins to hiss, not like a shout, but like a secret. Steam curls upward into the cold air. The night holds its breath. He closes his eyes, and in the warmth rising from the kettle, he sees her, his mother, standing by the stove in that floral apron, sunlight touching her silver hair, the smell of cloves and honey thick in the air. "Sit down, love," she used to whisper. "Tea first, then we face the world." Elliot's hand trembles slightly as he sprinkles the crushed leaves into the mug. They swirl in the hot water like shadows remembering how to dance. Then he pours in exactly one spoonful of the sweet milk. It clouds the tea like cream folding into night. He stirs slowly, softly, as if the world might break if he moves too fast. First sip burns just enough to remind him he's alive. It tastes like wood smoke and cinnamon. Like summer mornings, like something holy. He drinks again, slower, letting the heat move down his chest like a lullaby. Around him, the trench groans quietly. Someone shifts. A match is struck in the distance. A cough rattles the silence. But Elliot remains still, protected by his ritual, wrapped in steam and memory. A rat scurries past his boot. He doesn't flinch. He's too deep in it now. Too far into that in-between place where tea becomes more than a drink. It becomes a spell, a doorway, a tether to something pure. He closes his eyes again, and this time he drifts. Not into dreams, but into memory. A train station. The last time he hugged her. The way she tucked a tin into his coat and whispered, "Don't drink it all at once. Save it for when the sky forgets how to be blue." He had laughed then, but now he understands. The mug is nearly empty. He holds it close, warming his fingers as if holding a heartbeat. The fire is low now, the steam fading, but something inside him not fading. Something small and defiant and still warm. There's a sound, boots crunching near the edge of the trench. Elliot opens one eye. A younger soldier, barely 20, peers in, shivering, mouth slightly open, eyes too wide. Elliot doesn't speak, but he gestures out one nod, one offer. The boy climbs down, sits across from him, like they're children hiding in a blanket fort. Elliot pours what little tea remains into a second cup, an old mess tin. The boy sips, then exhales, and for 1 minute, neither of them is a soldier. They're just boys drinking tea in a hole in the ground under a sky, trying to remember how to be kind. Elliot chuckles softly, not because something is funny, but because the moment feels absurdly beautiful. This is what peace looks like, he thinks. Not parades, not medals, but sharing tea with someone who forgot what warmth feels like. Later, when the boy is asleep, but the tin still in his hands, Elliot looks up. The sky has cleared just a little. One star, then another, and he swears he hears the kettle hum again. Not here, but in memory, the tune of his mother's kitchen. He leans back against the trench wall. His breath is steady now, his heart slower. The storm outside, still coming, but inside, a flicker of peace, the kind that lives in steam and stories, and the quiet strength of small things. So if you're listening now, if your world feels too loud, too broken, too gray, make tea. Make it slowly, as if it matters, because it does. Even under a gunpowder sky, a single mug of warmth can remind you who you are. Not a number, not a name tag, not a shadow, but someone who remembers the scent of home. Someone who still believes that comfort is worth seeking, even in the darkest places. Soft outrope for whispered delivery. Sleep now. Let go of the day. Let your breath follow the steam. Let the trench fade. Let the sky lighten. And may you wake in a world where every cup of tea tastes like coming home.